1007, 1008, 1009. Oh hey, it's vlog day 476, 2015, 2000. Good morning. It is Saturday. It's amazing how hard it is to know what day it is some days, most days. I am going to try and get more stuff done today, which comes as a great surprise. I'm going to be playing soccer this evening with a group of people. No idea how that's going to go. I have not played soccer. I haven't played soccer since I was like 9, pretty much. I think I've played a couple little pickup moments here and there, but I don't know how to dribble. I really don't know how to dribble. I'm pretty sure I don't know how to kick straight either, so I'm just gonna be running around trying not to be a detriment to my team. That's my goal. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my gosh, I shaved my head last night, or just buzzed it, and now it's impossible to like get that off. I'm gonna go down to the Peloton. I'm gonna try and write this morning for a little bit before I get some other work done this afternoon. This is the plan because I haven't gotten much writing done lately and I really need to. Prioritizing is difficult sometimes. Prioritizing is really difficult, but if you don't make space for writing, it doesn't happen. The other thing that's been bothering me, I actually called my congresswoman last night and I try to stay really apolitical on the vlog. I think, if anything, I've been thinking a lot about it, like how to approach politics, especially because, it's really important. I don't want to ignore it. But I also know that a lot of you come here for a bit of an escape, just to see Paris and enjoy life here, and you're not coming here for politics, let alone my politics. So I keep that very strongly in mind, and I don't want to ruin that for you, but I am really concerned. You can go to Twitter if you want to see where my politics lie, even though I'm still not super political on Twitter, but you'll get the picture pretty quickly. There's a lot of really disturbing things going on in the world right now. The Weinstein thing comes to mind right away and all of that. I was just talking about that with Natasha the other day, and all of the horror stories that I'm sure so many of my friends have, and some of which I know, and many of which I do not know, but I'm sure exist. And then on the political side, with this tax break, that's why I called the tax thing, is why I called my congresswoman last night, just to encourage my senators to stand fast in opposing it, just so that they would have those call numbers come in, so they could say we've had more constituents call us, right? So offer our support, not that they're going to back down anytime soon, considering the state that I come from. It's still a democracy and I still need to be a part of it from here. But man, I've never called my Congress people more than this year. It's been a really long, stressful year, so. I feel like in general, people right now are capitalizing on the polarized nature of the country. When I speak about the country, I mean my home country, the United States. People are very much swinging left or swinging right really hard just to gather a polarized audience, which is understandable because if you look at the statistics, the country is really polarized right now. But I don't want to contribute to that. Ultimately, I don't want to contribute to the polarization of the country. If anything, I'd want to try and be a unifying force. My concerns are that we're forgetting the vulnerable and the poor in the midst of all this, which is evident from this tax cut that's coming up that would really, really harm pretty much average Americans and from middle class down to the poor over the long haul, while enriching the super rich. In the midst of even forgetting that, I don't want us to forget that as a nation, we should be able to have a conversation at some point. There are things we should obviously never compromise on, that as a nation we decided a long time ago we wouldn't compromise on, like slavery, for example. That's a no-no, ain't happening. So that kind of stuff is silly that it's being dragged back up right now, but unfortunately those are parts of our country that we've never fully dealt with, parts of our history we've never fully dealt with. And we need to. At the same time, as a nation, our enemies want us divided, and inside and out. The people that are working from within our own country to exploit us, and the people that are working from without to destabilize us, all want us divided, because divided we fall, united we stand, obviously. And so it really concerns me that we continue to pour into our own division for our own profits. A lot of entertainers, a lot of spokespeople, whatever, pour into the divisiveness from their own side, but not that even their arguments are wrong. It's how things are phrased and how we go about it. And I don't want to fall into that. Personally, I just don't want to contribute to the divisions that are growing within American society. I want to try and find a way to build bridges. That would be more my concern. I realize realize it's a very complicated conversation, which is part of the reason why I'm reluctant to have it. Because it's much easier to just jump on one side or the other and start blasting. And of course, really start talking, there's always something noisy, like a guy with a shopping cart. Where do you even get a shopping cart? Especially when it really feels like we're beset by just bald-faced evil and corruption within our government, and things are just off the rails. Like, it is absurd how outrageous everything is. And so it's really hard then to know, how do you approach the people that are still silent or the people that are still uncertain and win them over in an effective and appropriate way, and knowing that that's how democracy works. That's how American democracy works, is to approach people and say, I need to change your mind. I need to show you what I believe and why, because we need to change this. And that's really important. You can't just shout people down, because that's not a democracy. That's just doing the polar opposite, and yet same thing that's being done to us, so to speak. So you have to be able to hold a conversation, demonstrate the value of your arguments, like prove your point in a way that includes the person that you're proving it to, right? And you're not just trying to shut them down and prove them wrong, you're trying to convince them. And that can still happen, but it doesn't happen on the internet. It doesn't happen on the internet anymore, and we all know that. And so I'm really reluctant to even give it a try, because how do you? And so I think that goes back to the idea of trying to stay positive and maintaining a sense of, like, let's come together to take care of the poor, the vulnerable. Like, let's look out for each other and still be good to each other. And then hopefully that generates some of the goodwill we need to get through this. What? What's happening down here? Christian wants to show me the cave of the building. We're on this side, actually. If you've ever wondered what a basement in Paris, especially in the Marais, looks like. It's a little wet. Yeah, it already looks gross. The swamp is never far away, huh? Kidding. So where is your guys' section? Over here. You don't even know. Oh, not yours. Oh. Don't touch the walls, you'll get moldy. Yeah, you've even got your own little shrine there, marked exit. So that's the exit for rats?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this. What is that? Just dust that's falling down into the spider webs?
Yeah.
Ew. I can't imagine the pickings are very good down here for the spiders, but maybe it's just like the one spider. Or two. Now that we've effectively resupplied.
Yeah.
Oh! What's down? Got it. Okay, so this lady that's standing here buying a hot dog is literally getting her first hot dog ever, which is this is a pretty high bar to set for your first hot dog, I have to say.
Ah. Beaucoup de moutarde.
Beaucoup de
moutarde. That's good.
She got too much mustard, but apparently, wow, yeah. And you're supposed to take a whole bite, like straight down the side there. Ouais, parfait, juste comme ça. Un peu mieux. I didn't think I'd ever. Vous êtes française ou?
Je suis brésilienne.
Brésilienne. I never thought I'd teach anybody, let alone a Brazilian, how to eat a hot. I didn't know you had to teach people how to eat hot dogs. That's a new experience altogether. So, what was your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. Amanda, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
That
you
was.
too.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your first hot dog experience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Niraben already had mine put together by the time that finished, so it tells us how often I'm here. I got a fair amount done, and now I'm off to meet Phil to play soccer, and I really do not want to go play soccer. Like, I really don't want to. I haven't wanted to do this since he invited me. I'm only doing this because I need exercise and haven't seen Phil in a while. I don't want to do this. I need to get some food on the way, and then I'm already running a little bit late, so. And it's like a little ways, it's outside of town, and Pre-soccer to eat, and oh, I didn't pay for my coffee. Whoops, sorry guys, I'll pay for that tomorrow. I need to get something to eat for the soccer match. And the line here is actually manageable for once, so I'm gonna try and grab something. Just in case you didn't think French dip, convenience-based pre-built sandwiches and stuff. Got around here somewhere on platform F. Chilly. Supposedly we're going to be playing soccer indoors, which is good because it started raining here. And the last thing I really want to do is be out running around in the mud, as much as I want to be out running around at all right now. Nick Perry Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, how are you?
Good, how are
I tell
you?
you, we got some good folks out here.
I'm going to get my snack. You ever wondered what scale in the suburbs look like? You can get real full-size supermarkets out here. This place is insane. I wouldn't want to live in the suburbs, but definitely it's nice to have a little bit more space. How do we even get in there? Oh, you risk taker, you. So busy out here in the suburbs.
Yeah, quite.
It's
It says it's a center of activity, but I'm looking around and thinking, not so much. Not much activity here. Come to the foot.
We're a bunch of snobs walking around out here.
We are.
We're Parisian snobs. We're waiting for our court to clear up, so we're having a beer and actually have like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get some pre-edit done so that I can actually maybe go out with these guys tonight. We'll find out. It's been a long time since I've been in a sporting facility of any kind. This place smells amazing. We just kind of chilled upstairs for a bit, waited for people to show up, waited for our court to clear. We are on court number 5, which we are about to dominate or be dominated on. Yeah, let's see how this goes. We might be getting our ass kicked. Halftime. I've scored one of the 2 goals for our team. Rather proud of myself. And I just had a great shot from about half field, not half field, about the quarter of the way, right to the corner. He barely saved it. Well, it's Richard. He saved it pretty easily, but it was on target. Getting better. I played. For the record, I blocked that shot and then brought it back to the camera, but the camera was off. So I blocked it. Oh, here comes another one. Here goes Phil. See if he makes it. Nope. Almost. In a surprising turn of events, in the end, we won, which is great. Didn't see that coming. And I assisted on the last goal, so I think that counts for something. And blocked some of the last attempts at the last goal. I was goalie at the end. I definitely want to do this again. I would definitely do this again. Phil, thanks for organizing this. It was a lot of fun. Now to go home, shower, maybe go out, probably edit. We'll find out. Look at that blue screen of death. Good job, H&M. That's awesome. Guillaume was nice enough to give us a ride into town. So now it's RER time and then shower. I'm gross.
I'm gross too.